Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the classic Batman Lego Batmobile. This set comes with two minifigures, a Batmobile and a stand. We'll take a look at the minifigures first. So on the left here we've got Joker and on the right we've got Adam West Batman. Now both of these figures are quite good and I quite like some of the details on these figures. For example, on the Joker, I'll get rid of the grapple. It's a fairly simple build. I'll just quickly get that out of the way. It doesn't actually shoot. It doesn't have a chain or anything. It's just a fun little grapple build. But on the main figure, you can see he's got some nice printing, and he's got a little mustache design, which I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up. Here he is on the back. Nothing too special on the back. Quite plain and simple, but then again, from what I remember, the suit wasn't actually that detailed. And then he's also got an alternate hair or alternate face print, which again kind of suits the Joker quite well. Nothing too special, but nothing bad. And here we have the Batman, which I think is oddly one of the better Batman figures we've had. Not for like the level of detailing, like it's obviously not got the best printing. And on the side, there's no side leg printing to continue this grey strap, but then again, there's no dual moulded legs. I definitely don't think they could have done dual moulded legs for this figure, because it does also fade back to the blue up at the top, but I think continuing the side printing at least would have been benefited here, or beneficial. But other than that, I really like the utility belt. Even the like subtle gold printing to reveal the Bat logo in there is really fun. I really like that. One of my favourite details of the figure comes underneath the older style of cloth cape, where it's got a zip to get in and out of the Batsuit, which is one of the first times that a Batman figure has shown how you get in and out of the Batsuit, which I know it was probably just a design from the costume in the series, and now like in updated movies from like the Batman and Batman Begins and that series of films, they did kind of cover it up a bit more, but I just really like this zipper printing. Such a useless detail. Mostly it's covered up and, you know, it's not really that visible, but I feel like this torso can be used for some like custom Halloween figures of like kids cosplaying Batman or something like that. Now on to the main build. Here we have the Batmobile from 1966, which you can see on its little display stand. Shows all the information, which if you really want to pause, you can have a read if it will stop blurring. And this swivels on the spot, which I really like. You know, you can kind of imagine this coming up on the middle bat cave and then turning around to the exit, and, you know, use your imagination. Now, as a front profile, I really like this. In fact, I will just remove it from the stand just so you guys can have a better look at it. Front detail is really nice. I really like how all the shapes come together, especially this section here where it's got the slope coming down to this slope and they kind of meet up. Really nice detailing all around. I know there was a lot of controversy about this bit here, which is apparently an illegal building technique, but I don't think it stresses the part too much, and I think it's held in quite securely. It doesn't feel much different to like a standard clip. Obviously, I wouldn't be picking it up from this spot, but then again, I wouldn't be picking it up from a single piece anyway. Yeah, I really like all of the shaping, especially like just looking down on it, if I can get it to focus. Most of the, I think all of the like detailing that looks like stickers is stickers. So here on the inside there's two stickers, which I will remove this to show you. The inner console pieces. Got a steering wheel here and the bat phone, and this piece just goes on the top there. On the back here, these stickers were quite annoying to put on. I don't think they add that much. I don't know what they are, if it will focus. Sorry about all the focusing issues today. I'm just not a fan of those two stickers. They were difficult to put on and they don't look that great, so, you know, it is what it is. But the prints that are in the set, right, there's 4 prints. 4 of the same printed pieces. and these are the little like hubcap things, or the covers, and they're on each of the wheels on both sides, and they look really nice. I don't have a complaint with them. They have a nice quality print. If it will focus again. Now, as you just saw my arm reaching across, I was just grabbing a minifigure to slot the Batman into his seat, which I'm having issues with, but normally isn't an issue. And he has a seat there, and you can also put another figure there. If you have the Robin from the series, or if you want to put the Joker in there, you can do. Another feature is if you don't have these in the way. In fact, I believe these are actually meant to be pointed up at all times. I think I had them lowered earlier from when I was picking it up, but you can lift these up, and it's got a little storage section, which is quite nice. I'll empty everything out. Here you've got a batarang for Batman, 2 shots for these 2 stud shooters, which can be altered and added to the build, which I will just do right now. Before we move on to changing the build, I did realise that I didn't show you guys the face printing, which isn't anything to really talk about because it's covered up by the mask mostly, but it does look nice, and it's using the goggle design rather than the headband, which again is something people prefer, I think. The quality of the printing is good, you know, it's not faded or mostly blue, which I think is always a bonus. Coming back to the review of the main build, it took 5 minutes to take these bits off and attach these other bits on. I had to remove the entire front section, this section here, these side sections on both sides, just to be able to lift these 2 parts out from under this slope and put the stud shooters there, and then put everything back on. I don't like it. Now, I don't normally mind stud shooters in a build if they're incorporated nicely, and do you know what? These are really nicely incorporated into the build, and they look fairly natural there. They don't make it look as nice as when you have these slope pieces on. However, I also don't really mind it that much because it's just a nice looking build, you know? But the fact that you have to dismantle almost half of the car's front in order to swap 2 pieces over with a stud shooter, I absolutely hate. It's fair enough. Like, if you're planning on building this set for a kid, then, you know, add the stud shooters. But if you're planning on displaying it, then you can add these if you want to. But if a kid wanted to be switching between the 2 all the time, it would be a nightmare, because I had to use a brick separator for a lot of that, because it's all like smooth tiled surfaces. Now, I would also like to mention that a brick separator doesn't come in the set. This is the main drawback of this set, is the fact that there's no brick separator, but it still tells you to dismantle parts of the set in order to access one of the play features, if you want to call it that. I don't like it. Like, I like it. I like both builds, with the stud shooters and without, but it's just such a pain to transfer in between them that it's worth just picking one and sticking with it if you're planning on either displaying it or playing with it. Don't be swapping in between, please. So this is the display that I've chosen to do. Obviously you can use the display stand, however I thought I'd set up a small scene because I feel like that would be cheating a bit. Now, what are my thoughts for the set? Overall, I am quite happy with this set. The price was nice. It was £20 to £30, I believe. I can't exactly remember. It was a Christmas present, so I haven't actually checked. The figure selection is quite nice. Both of them are downgrades from the Batcave that came out in 2016. However, I do still feel like they can hold up to today's standards. I definitely think they should have had side leg printing. Both builds of the Batmobile look nice, whether you have the studs here or the smooth tiles like I've got now. However, swapping between them both is a nightmare. I don't like it. And honestly, I don't think I'd have it done either way. like, I don't think I could have done it in a way that both looks as nice as it does, while still being able to have both builds in together. Because I was also thinking, like, off camera, maybe they could have done it where these bits are on hinge slopes, like clips. But then I was thinking, actually, no, because then you'd have ugly clips. But here, everything comes together so nicely and so smoothly that I think clips would have just looked wrong. So I definitely like how they've done it. And it's obviously not that hard to just pick a design that you prefer, whether or not you're going to be playing with it, then leave the stud shooters on. If you're not going to be playing with it, then have the tiles there and kind of display it in a bit more of a better light. Or even if you want to display it with stud shooters, because it still looks nice. I just personally prefer it without. Definitely like the fact that they include the option to do both. Definitely not complaining about that, but as I said, I think it's mainly just because I'm reviewing this set, because I was having to dismantle everything in order to record a 2-minute display. It took 5 minutes to take off in order to show you something for 2 minutes, and then to put it all back together. It was a bit meh, but that's mainly on a reviewing standard. I'm pretty sure if you was going to be displaying or playing with it, it wouldn't be that bad either way. The small, I guess this is considered a side build, with like the information. Obviously, it uses a sticker, which a lot of people complain about. Stickers suck. I feel like all the stickers on this, except maybe this front one, do add needed detail. You could get away without adding any, but I definitely feel like they do add a little bit. These bits pop off if you grab them, but generally they stay on quite nicely. The console detailing and the side door detailing, I do think are needed. However, this front sticker and these two back stickers, I don't think that necessary. So if you did want to leave them off, I would recommend it, honestly. If you're not that much of a fan of stickers, then, you know, it doesn't hurt to. And I think that's generally what I'm going to sum up, is this set is a good collector's set, and it's a good play set, depending on what you want. Like, it looks nice, it plays nice, it's a simple Batmobile, it looks nice, done a job of covering all grounds, and this is one of the few sets that I generally say covers all of the bases that I'd want of a LEGO set. Now, that is going to be all for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, all of that usual stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye.